All right, everybody. So this is an odd reading. This is definitely not the way I like to do my readings, but this was so cool that I just had to do it like this. I'm sorry. Again, this is not how I like to do it. Normally, what I do is I do a first reading to kind of like connect with the energy, see what it is that is going on out there, and then I do a second reading that I actually record. Normally my drawings are actually based on that first reading, but what I got right now with this cards was so great, and I felt like this is the actual message. So my apologies if I'm not shuffling and drawing on camera, but I just needed to share it the way it came out right now. Okay, so without further ado, welcome. This is me, and this is Hipri Tarot. Okay, so let me explain to you how this cards, this spread came to be. This reading came to be. So the first cards I drew were these two columns with the. I'm sorry about the chair. I'm just hearing this screeching a lot. I'll get it fixed for the next reading. But anyway, right now, these were the first cards I drew. So message number one is about, with the Three of Pentacles on the reverse, is about resistance to change, resistance to cooperation, to collaboration, to being guided by those beneath us, those that come from any sort of a label that, I'm sorry about quoting so much, but anyway, any sort of label that we may apply to, that in one way or another is understood as lesser. So someone that is too young to be guiding us, or not prepared enough to be guiding us, or from a lower class, or from a lower status, or anyway, and anything. Why? Because normally this is the construction worker. This are actually the clergies. So in here, the one above is one with the experience and now who actually knows the job, is the employee in this case, not the actual bosses. Anyway, so in the reverse, this card is speaking to me, is telling me about resistance to being guided by others that we deem lesser in one or other way, which brings us to impulsivity, conflict, that is completely unnecessary. And there's this huge struggle, there's this huge old beliefs. I never really understand the Hermit this way, and the Hermit, trust me, is kind of like my favorite card ever in tarot. However, right now is getting me this idea of old beliefs, stuck to the past, stuck to their old ways because of this Three of Pentacles in the reverse. All of this energy is what is actually getting out. This is what is getting outdated and out the window. So, or out the door, or out and bye-bye. The response to that is this Nine of Cups. This is not arrogance. This is two things, actually. Number one, gratitude. Number two, pride. But pride in the sense of being, again, thankful for who we are, glad to be who we are, and be ourselves completely, who we are. By putting that kind of energy out there, we're attracting this Ten of Pentacles energy, which in this case is this strong message that I have already received a couple of times before in my readings. No one gets left behind. No one stays behind. There is room for everybody. There is enough for everybody, every single one of us. So, the example that I was given in the Spanish version of the reading is, imagine that each and every one of us is a cell in an organism. So, different kinds of cells. Some may be brain cells, some may be stomach cells, some may be heart cells, some may be skin cells, hair cells. Anyway, point is, we are all each one of us is a little cell within a whole bigger organism, and this organism needs each and every one of its different cells. It doesn't matter. I know we drop cells, but whatever. Each and every one of us is a part of this whole thing, and because of that, we need to step in this energy. We are all needed. We are all here. Each one of us has a place, and we should be thankful, and we should be proud of that. We should be confident. We should be, what's the other word? That's the thing. We should be glad to be who we are, for the chance to get to be who we are. This is attracting both this abundance where everybody fits. That's the thing. Everybody fits. And it's a whole new beginning. This is a completely new era, a completely new way of understanding how life is to be lived. I'm running out of candlelight here, so I'm going to try to rush it up a little. Then we have these three big cards on the bottom. The ones on the bottom represent the lower energies that we're actually leaving behind. There is the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. In this case, are these conflict energies. The Seven of Cups is normally interpreted as confusion, not being sure of what to choose. In this case, the feeling I'm getting is kind of like someone with a whole bunch of tabs in their browser, in their laptops, or scrolling on their screen in TikTok like nonstop. In dating apps, that sort of thing. So this needs to be changed for this. The higher way, or the way actually, the solution for this is this. Not just simplify, but fill your own cup. Forget about all the excessive stimuli out there. Focus on you, what you actually want to do. This pride from here, how are you going to share that to the world? Forget about the multiple choice that you have out there. What is your cup about? That's what we need to be focusing on right now. Now, the Hangman is about changing our perspective, not about the multiple option out there, but the option that we are. How are we going to show what has made us worth? What is our brand of understanding, of enlightening, of who are we? That's how all this changes. We need to, this perspective of battle and conflict, turn it into cooperation. Then this other energy, I'm feeling it. Since it's the lower energies, this is stagnation and kind of being unable to feel satisfied. Is like, I already have everything in the world in here, and it doesn't matter. Even the world seems small. You may not necessarily have everything, but nothing that you get, new friends, new relationships, new food, none of your new experiences actually satisfy you. Why? Because we have been overfeeding ourselves with external stimuli in social media and I want to say, what's this? I'm not judging anybody, but kind of like shallow experiences. We're not taking the time to actually look into the personal real value of not just people, mainly people, but every single aspect of life out there. Then now it seems small, it seems unsatisfying, unfulfilling. And once we step into this understanding that we are, by the simple fact of being who we are, we already are a very important piece of this whole machinery that we call life. Once we understand into this dullness, this apathy, this unsatisfaction becomes enthusiasm, optimism, this just willingness to get out into the world and be and do and share our light. And that's the main thing. Share your light in the world. I mean, it doesn't need to be, you don't need to become a movie star or a rock star, or by all means, if that's if that's your brand of it, go ahead. You may actually start a YouTube channel, but that is actually not even the main option. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. Believe me, it took me years to start this one, and it's quite simple. But what I mean is, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be worldwide known. If you want to, go for it, but bring your light to those around you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your block, your neighborhood, your co-workers. Shine your light, show who you are. Proud and grateful. That's the main thing. The pride doesn't come first. The gratitude comes first. And from that comes the actual confidence, this self-love, which actually turns into pride in a very, very healthy type of pride. It's not arrogance. As you'll understand it when you try it like that. Be grateful of being who you are, because only you get the chance to be that very specific, very unique cell of the whole organism that is life. All right? I was almost forgetting. Once we get all of this sorted out, I actually pulled 3 more cards. Again, I'm very sorry. This is not the way I normally do this. I kind of hate having done it like this. Well, wait a second. I'm gonna try to get us a little more light over here. Let's see if I can do this with this one. Because this candle's really hot, and I killed the light. Okay, sorry about that mess with the lights. So I'm very sorry for having done it like this, because I normally like to shuffle and draw the cards on camera, but this is how it went. So the last 3 cards are Wheel of Fortune. So again, once we do all of this, once we get all of this sorted out, that is what is going to change the whole flow of energy. The whole one of the key things is our perspective needs to change about how we manage these lower energies. Once we get to do all this, because among these 3, these are very key type of cards. We have a Knight, which is movement, action, and is part of the court. So it's the higher cards and the lower are in the minor arcana. Then we have the Ace, which are both about which are about new beginnings, potential, energy, a lot like the Fool card here. And Hangman is about understanding things, allowing ourselves to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. So by doing all of that, we get to change how energy is going to be flowing, because we change the way we feel about it, the way we understand who we are and what life is to be understood as, and the importance that we are all here to be together. We are all a part of this. Everyone belongs here, each and every one of us. So once we get all that sorted out, that's when everything else is going to change, adjust. The universe is going to be mirroring that kind of energy back to us. And that's when the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles combine into, I know, that was cheesy, sorry. It was like a dad joke. All of that combines into this King of Pentacles here. This is the king that has more than enough for everybody. He looks after everybody. He's happy to share. He's happy to provide, and he's long everlasting, committed and noble, and very important, true. And for the last one, the 6 of Wands. So this conflict is changed into victory, recognition. Again, what I was saying, this is about being grateful, glad, and proud of being who we are. And that is when we get seen. That's when people understand why we're unique. But we have to know it and believe it first. All right? Okay, now that's it. Thank you very much for your time, your patience. Thank you very much. See you soon. Congratulations. You made it.